Hello guys, what's going on? This is Nicole, or Nicolette I could say. Um, this is Nicolette Ivy, there you go. And this is my first video, as you probably can tell, haha. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit photos on Lightroom. The way I edit photos are kind of different every time, but this is kind of how I'm doing this shoot in particular. This is a shoot that I did a couple months ago with a girl in my school for kind of like a class project in a way. I don't know. It was a really cool like art collaboration piece. Like it went with like a story poem, and then we like cut school to take these pictures in the forest, and it was like honestly one of the most beautiful shoots I ever did. But anyway, so anyway, this is how I'm taking kind of these like, or how I edit kind of like magical, mystical forest photos. So let's get started. So first I go to develop, obviously. And I guess you'd probably like to see the before picture because this is obviously the after picture. Yeah. So let's reset it. Boom. Boom. There. Wow. Whoa. So different. How'd I do it? Well, I'll show you. So, first of all, I go to presets, and you don't necessarily have to do it this way, but like I found the presets and it makes my life like 10,000 times easier, if not for like filters, but for this particular thing. I go to Lightroom General Presets, I click on Autotone, boom. That was cool. It just kind of lightens the photo, especially for this really, really dark photo. It needed it very bad. So, that was cool. So next, I play around with all this stuff. Wow. Anyway, so I bring the exposure up. Yeah, I want to bring the exposure up. And I want to bring the highlights down because I'm not really liking that really harsh light on her face. It's kind of distracting. And bring the whites, play around with the shadows. And the blacks I'm going to bring up a little bit too, just to give it like a, not quite sure how to explain it. I guess like, make it brighter. That's what I'm looking for. I'm making it brighter. And I want to bring the clarity down a little bit because it's also going to kind of like make that harsh shadow on her face just a little less harsh and make it look like it was meant to be that way. And I'm going to bring down the vibrance a little bit too. Yeah. And also I'm going to play with the temperature a little bit because I think it's a bit too warm for what I'm looking for. And I'm going to probably make it a little bit warmer later on, like make certain things warmer instead of the whole thing. Anyway, I'll get into that. So yeah, temperature is going to make it a little bit colder. And then I'm going to go to the tone curve and click this little button here. That's what it usually looks like, but I don't ever have it on this setting. So I click on this little button right here. Whoa. And this way I can like move each part of like the graph thing, which is really cool. I absolutely love that. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the contrast up a little bit too, so it can stand out a bit more. And I really like having kind of, I don't like having harsh blacks. I really like kind of bringing the blacks up a little bit just to give it more of a matte look it looks more like film photography, which I'm really into, and that's kind of like the thing right now, especially with like VSCO and all of that stuff, to have kind of a matte look on all of your photos. And I'm really into it. So I'm just gonna play around with the tone curves, and I'm just like clicking on this line and bringing it up or down, and it'll play with the shadows and the highlights. Digging this. And then once I kind of have this at like about where I want it, I'm gonna go down to the detail and I'm just gonna sharpen it. And I really don't have like a specific like algorithm or like setting for like where I want it to be sharpened. Usually I just kind of put them all the same spot wherever it looks good, because some photos are sharper than others and some photos need more sharpness than other photos do. Anyway, I'm sure you guys know that. If not, well then there you go. Now I'm going to play around with hue, saturation, and luminance, which is one of my favorite settings on here. And I'm just going to, basically what you do with this is you click this little button here, and you can like click on like a color on your photo and like drag it up or down to change like the hue or the saturation or the luminance, just depending on whatever setting you have it on, which I think is really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna play around with that. I want to bring the blues out in her hair because it just makes it look a little bit more, I guess magical is the word I'm looking for. And the saturation, bring that down just so she pops a bit more. I'm gonna make her a little bit more pale. And her hair a bit more blue. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And the luminance I really like because you can like, I love it for this setting and this setting alone really. You can make like faces brighter, which is really cool, I think, because it's a lot easier than like going into like Photoshop and like selecting only the face and making only it lighter. Like all you really do is just like click on the face and it'll like pick up the face tones, which is usually like an orangey yellow color, and you can make it like super dark, which that looks terrible, or super light, which that doesn't look too bad. But yeah, you just kind of can make the face a lot brighter, which, if anything, I love it for that reason. And you can make like the background a lot darker and other things. Like I can make it look like it's a scary day or something, but I don't want to do that, so I'm just doing it this way. Maybe we're going to bring this up a little bit more. Oh, this girl is so pretty. I also want to play with the blues. Yeah, make it look like it's a lot sunnier of a day than it actually was. And then once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna keep playing around with this because I'm a perfectionist and everything has to be done perfectly. I've also, fun fact, I've recorded this video 3 times now. It's just hasn't done what I wanted each time. Like the first time I recorded it, I don't even know what happened. The second time I recorded it, there was no sound. Like I recorded the whole thing and there was absolutely no sound to be heard on the thing. So I was just like doing this and like doing stuff without any sort of sound. And like there was supposed to be sound. Like it wasn't a video where I could have just put music over it and it would have been alright. Like no, it looked stupid. So I have edited this photo so many times. Like it's not even funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of play around with the settings just a little bit more, just so I can get what I want. And I'm not quite getting what I want, because I am selfish and I need to get what I want always. Anyway, moving on. So now I go all the way down to camera calibration, and this is also one of my favorite features, which like I just found out about very recently. It's kind of like if you guys know anything about Photoshop, it's kind of the same type of thing, kind of, as selective color. You can like change like the red primary colors, the green primary colors, and the blue primary colors. Like you can change the hue and saturation of all of them, which I think kind of makes my photos just a little bit more interesting. I absolutely adore this feature. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I don't know if you're supposed to use it this way, but this is basically how I do it. And I'm telling you guys, it is awesome. It just kind of changes the colors to make it look more interesting, I guess. That's kind of the only way I can explain it, really. I'm going to bring the blues kind of to the left a bit to give it more of like a reddish, golden, pinkish color. Ooh, do you guys want to see what it looks like before and after? I'm not done yet, but this is what I have so far, which I think is like kind of really amazing. The before and after is just like it looks like it's a completely different picture. Like I look like I'm actually a good photographer or something. And so after that, this part is like optional, but this is what I do. I play around with the highlights and shadows in split toning. And like, I just bring the saturation. I don't bring the saturation up very much in the highlights or shadows. And I just kind of like drag the thingy, whatever this thing is, drag it to what color I think looks the best. And I kind of like it at that yellow color. And I'm gonna balance it so you can kind of like make it more of make the highlight color stand out more, the shadow color stand out more. And I'm gonna put it right there. And I probably should be done at this point, but I'm a perfectionist, so I'm probably going to play around with it just a little bit more. And, ooh, yeah, I like that. So anyway, while I'm doing that, you guys should totally go follow my social media accounts if you like this video. It's my Instagram is NicoletteIvy_photo, and my Facebook is Nicolette Ivy. You can follow me on both. I also have a Flickr. I will put the wow, I cannot think and do this at the same time. I will put the links down below in the description. Whoop, what happened there? And yeah, I think I should probably be done with this before I like play around with it way too much. But yeah, basically once you kind of have the settings pretty much where you want it, just play around with it to get it looking exactly how you want it to look. And wow, I hope this isn't a boring video. And so yeah, once you have it kind of exactly how you want it, which I think I totally do, just like first, I like to look at the before and after and just like freak out about how awesome I did at the job. Just kidding. I'm not that selfish. Anyway, moving on. Then, this is something you can do or not do. I just kind of got into presets, so what I do is I like to make a preset and like call it something, I don't know. I already have like a preset that's very similar to this. And then it'll go down to my presets and you can just like put them on every photo on your shoot, from your shoot, I mean. Or if you don't want to do that, you can literally just like copy the settings, click on copy, and then go to another photo. What's happening? Wow, what's going on? And then, yeah, go to, let's say this photo. Yeah, let's say that. And then paste it. Watch how the magic happens. Boom. Which, I mean, this isn't a great, like, example. Actually, this is a great example. And then you can kind of play around with the settings to make it look like a normal photo. And then you can use these presets for, like, literally anything else ever, if you want. But yeah, here's pretty much what all of my presets. These look a little bit better. This is from the first time I edited this photo. This is from the second time I edited this photo. And this is the third time that I edited this photo. So, anyway, so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And, yeah, I am going to try and make a video every week or every few weeks. I don't know, I've been taking a lot more pictures lately. So if you enjoy this, give this a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe so I know you're actually enjoying these things so I can keep doing them. This is my first video, so sorry if it was completely awful or something. I don't really know. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and go like my social media things for more info, behind the scenes, and all that lovely stuff. See you guys! How do I... What's happening? What the hell? I just needed to stop recording. Stop recording! Oh.